crackers. I can eat crackers every day.
Welcome to the PlayCompile live stream. I will be your friendly AI assistant. Let's get started.
Miss Yunli. Hang on. For talented sword masters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity for you to show off your skills and make a bloody name for yourself. How about that then?
But for people like her who have already made significant contributions to the Xianzhou, they maybe don't need to prove themselves on the war dance stage. It has been a while, Miss Nameless.
And you are?
This is Madame Yukong's secretary.
Thank you for your introduction, Miss Nameless. I'm Shi Kuei, and I work in the Palace of Astrum as the secretary for the Helmmaster. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happened to hear you discussing the war dance. And since this person is an old acquaintance, I thought I'd come and say hello.
Are you hosting any guests, Miss Jikui?
Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests from afar are pouring in. Mr. Pavo here is one of them. He's from the distant planet Kalevala. Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. He brought his delegation here this time, not only for business, but also to return something that belongs to the Xianzhou.
Miss Shikwe, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, we faced many tribulations to be able to deliver it here, so it should be considered a gift.
I apologize for my poor choice of words. Mr. Pavo's delegation brought a legendary Xianzhou sword that had been lost for centuries. General Huayan plans to personally thank them at the Palace Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance. Mr. Pavo and I were actually on our way there. Since you two were talking so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining us at the Palace of Astrum?
You pen. How if your pen? It's the same shop I just bought the recipe from, right?
I love chatting about food with people.
Yeah, I don't want your life story. I remember it was. There it is. I bought it already. Good. Pavo! What's the score?
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Laofu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. It's completely different from my homeland. Once the formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished, I'll find a quiet spot on this street and plant a seedling. And then my mission will be complete. The Sword of Heroes will finally be returned to its rightful owners.
You don't clap
I
like
couldn't be
that.
happier.
I clap like this. I swear he's got these hands the wrong way around. Let's talk about... I thought I said let's talk about Klee. Let's talk about Kevin. Let's talk about the sword. Why don't you keep the sword for yourselves? How long are you going to do that for? I'm just going to exit this guy.
Wonderful. It's an honor to have so many people witness the sword's homecoming.
Let's head to the Palace of Astrum together.
I'm not interested in the sword, to be honest. I'd love to take a look at that sword too. Yeah, we can't be like, let's do it and look at the sword. I mean, it's Yunli's companion quest, right? So, like, you better get used to it. You better get interested in swords if you do this quest, I'm guessing.
I know, right? Thanks to March 7th skipping class, we get to join in on the fun.
Oh, how fortuitous.
Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird. But now that we're invited, let's go and check it out.
Maybe he's trying to hide the truth from you. Maybe you can't handle the truth.
Aren't many gormandizers like me nowadays?
Buns are huge. Just a
Maybe
few
the
and you'll
truth is
be
just
full.
too much for you. $100 gems, gimme. Why can't I select that teleporter? It'll do it for me. It'll do it for me.
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. You're even more hungry than well, I was gonna say Paimon or Ritual, but maybe not.
There you are. Come on, let's go to the ceremony together.
Sure.
Please allow me to offer a sincere compliment, my fair lady. Your beauty is as pure as a snow-white iris.
So his... Now I don't really remember because half his voice lines were missing in the last one anyway. But this guy was also voicing Tails. He's been replaced. It doesn't sound any different to me. So I think this might be somebody else now. Now whether it's the same person doing Tails or not, I don't know. But yeah, I think this is someone else now.
Well, if it isn't my dear friend, glad to meet you again.
Who is this weirdo?
Good. See, she ain't falling for this. She ain't falling for this nonsense, this smoke and mirrors, this Chad camouflage. She's not seen through the bullshit.
Who is this knight?
No, you got it right the first time.
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation
he's a
to
clown,
escort the
basically.
legendary Mieka Kivesa back to the Cienjo.
He's just some clown.
May I
Thinks
have
highly
the
of
honor
himself.
of knowing your name?
My name is Yunli.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
Oh, you're here, Yunli. Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite and well-behaved as me.
Oh, so that's Grandpa, is it?
Well, just remember this is a very serious ceremony.
Is it? What? Oh yeah, the sword thing.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin, and for escorting it here safely so that we may complete this ceremony.
Yeah, cheese biggies.
On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavel Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary
Pavel
Mieka
Kalistaya.
Kivesa to the Cienjo Alliance, its rightful homeland.
Just get on with it.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry. Now, as we gather here on the Xianzhou Luofu, I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland. Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past.
Is it?
I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged.
What about Captain Slice and Dice? Isn't that
It was
better name for a
forged by
sword?
Han Guang, a craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Pyrojaya Forge.
Wait,
Mr.
Hongguang?
Slicey Dice.
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as resilient as the Xianzhou Cloud Knights. All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled
Repairs? You
craftsmen of the
busted ass
Artisanship
piece of
Commission
shit.
to regain
You
its
told me it was
former
busted.
glory. I've
I came here for a
decided to
busted
entrust
sword.
This sword, Gu Yin, to the Luofu Artisanship Commission for restoration.
Yeah, you better fix it,
Furthermore,
bitch.
it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Luofu war dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland.
Not until you
live
fix it,
up
it
to
won't.
The mission of the Kalevalan delegation that returned it from so far away.
How about let's talk in more bish bash and anvils and stuff?
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
Blacksmitherin.
Now, esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where
no! This sword was forged by Hongguang.
Yunli, these esteemed guests have brought back your father's last work. Where are your manners?
Oh, I didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all.
Cursed sword. Okay, I get it. So her dad probably did this like for a living or whatever, right? Gets the cursed swords. The same thing she's doing. So she's probably right. It's probably wasn't his sword. It probably wasn't the sword he was making. It's probably his sword he was repossessing or whatever the hell, right? Cleansing, whatever.
Don't be rude, Yunli. Apologize to our esteemed guests from afar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene. But I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Yunli, please, go for now.
Maybe you should hear her out, you know? She said it's cursed sword. Maybe you should be like, oh yeah, what makes you think it's cursed? Maybe she's right.
This is exactly why I didn't want Yunli to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yunli for me?
Sure thing. I'll make sure she doesn't get into any trouble. General, is it really my place to get involved in your family matters? Why don't you hire a babysitter? Guess I got no choice. Looks like I'm trailblazing babysitter. Trail babysitting blazer. Or something.
That is a tall order, but I'm counting on you.
Yeah, the things I do for 100 years, honestly.
I apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
At the fervent plea of Huiyan, the temporary text on the screen.
Unless I'm mistaken,
Became-
Yunli should be around here somewhere.
Oh shit! Yeah. So where on earth could Yunli be? I have no idea. I can't see it. Can't see her anywhere. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be playing as Yunli. Now we're playing as Yunli. It's Yunli's quest. Fuck her. when. Just making sure you're not copying my style. Not really. There she is. Found you. It's easier to find yourself. Watch. Ooh, where am I? Oh, here I am. People say they lose themselves all the time. I don't know how you do it. I know I'm always right here. It's crazy to me. Right, Yunli, let's open your eyes. Alright, look, enough of this shit. It doesn't suit your personality. Just tell us. Observe a bit more. Let me enjoy watching the child cry. What's wrong, Yunli? Yeah, well, I'm guessing... Well, it's either one... Okay, so it's either one of two things. Here's my prediction. So either she didn't know that her dad was making cursed swords, and this is either way it's a granddad's fault, right? How about telling her? So either her granddad didn't want to tell her that actually her dad was into making cursed swords, and so that is his last piece of work, blah blah blah. But it's also a cursed sword, so you know she's into cleansing those or whatever, burning and melting them. Or they don't know. Maybe your dad was into the same thing she is, and he was into melting the cursed swords too. You know, like father, like daughter. And they think he made that sword because they found it near his dead body or whatever. But really, it was one that he was about to cleanse, and she's like, "How are we going to cleanse it?" That's my guess. I think it's one of the... It's probably the first one, isn't it? She finds out her dad was actually in the very thing that she's fighting against. Alright.
Did Grandpa send you to look for me?
Yup. He's paying me 100 jades.
I bet he did.
He's paying me handsome... Well, maybe not so handsomely, to be honest. Oh, so now you're a mind reader. Actually, I'm here because I care about you. I'm here because I care about you. I think she's, you know, I actually prefer a bit of humor.
Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me.
No one can help you if you don't explain what's going on. Yes. You think I'm just going to let you cause more trouble? Explain. I want to know.
Grandpa
Spill the
sent
tea.
you here.
Spill the tea, Yunli.
Surely he doesn't want you to help me.
Come on, where's
Have
his
you
tea?
heard of cursed swords?
You might have mentioned it.
That sword is one.
Well, I gathered that. So now what I'm trying to figure out... Okay, is everyone else in there stupid? And they just don't know that it's cursed sword? Or are they in on it? Is this some revelation for you? Have they been hiding the truth from you and he made it? This is what I'm trying to figure out. So it's a sword that is being cursed, so it's like a sacred sword that's being corrupted. Just go with the top one.
I guess that's what it means, literally. A cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill. Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength.
But something like that, my 7th could graduate in just one day. Where can I buy one?
I'm not joking around. And I'm not making up some crazy story.
Yeah, we get it, we
Cursed
get it.
sword grants instant abilities to its wielder. It comes at a cost.
We get it, you're very against
It's
this
like
kind of thing.
continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence. Day by day, the fuel will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, he'll
So
no
you
longer
sparingly
be a
is what you're
person
saying.
wielding a sword.
Got it.
but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts.
It sounds oddly familiar. So it's like being possessed by a heliobus.
Oh, so you're familiar with Heliobi. That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic swordsmith who infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things. And this is how cursed swords were made.
So Guyun is one of those cursed swords. Yeah, this is what I want to know. Now, she might get mad at me for saying this, but this is what we need to know, right? So, is Daddy the maker of the sword? Is Daddy in on it? That's what we need to know. Is he to blame?
I know. I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword
And,
gifting
I said
ceremony.
it. Didn't I say it?
But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas?
But hold up. Maybe we shouldn't just blindly go along with her. There was a guy once who was convinced, okay, that taking Breath of the Wild, which was like a sacred video game, and having a gacha company base a game off that was such an insult, such a disgrace, that it warranted smashing a PlayStation in the middle of a convention in pure rage as a protest. We're not the PlayStation smashers here, are we? Are we? We're not being the PlayStation. Is she? Maybe she just doesn't like it. Maybe she just doesn't like this shit. Maybe everybody else is cool with this shit. Maybe everybody's like, yeah, it's fine, you know, it's FDA approved, you know, yeah, it steals your soul, turns you into a bloodless maniac, blah, 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 it's just side effects, you know what I mean? Yeah, use sparingly. Maybe we're out of our depths here. Maybe there are other ways out of the Palace of Astrum.
Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Well, yeah, if we don't want to throw it in the air so it falls anywhere, to be honest. But we could just melt it. But again, you know, like, what a great man once thought it was a good idea to smash a PlayStation at a convention. Now the world looks and laughs. I don't want us to regret this, Yunli. Okay. I've got a reputation to think about. I mean, you don't really have much of a reputation because you're a moody little bitch and, you know, you're a kid and everything, so you get a lot of sort of forgiveness, whatever you call it. You know, you get a lot of leeway. Me! I'd never live this down.
I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. Just like I've been doing all these years.
Okay, so she did know then. So she did know. So why was it such a surprise for her? I don't understand. I'm confused. It seemed as though she was surprised though, didn't it?
I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword?
Probably.
Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
How time flies.
Okay, where are we going?
The Artisanship Commission is so big. Where could she be?
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship Commission. Do you know her?
We're not doing a very good job of babysitting here, are we? We've let her get away already. Yeah, you know, excuse me. Yeah, you know that baby I gave you earlier and asked you to look after him? Where are they? Oh, I don't know. They were in the middle of the road 10 minutes ago, I don't know, and then they went off messing about with the JCBs and just underneath with wheels and stuff. But there, they were around somewhere. Not sure, really.
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
I know her. She's from the Shanzhou Zuming's Artisanship Mission, where she's carrying a massive sword.
Yeah, she wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
She was in a hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission, and I didn't want to ask too many questions.
She said something like,
you scared
I'm a
of
member
her?
of the Artisanship Commission.
Scared of
Where
that
do you
little-
keep your precious stuff? I got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse,
Scared?
where he stores his arumatons.
They are scared of her? Oh my god, you little cowards.
Wait, why did you give her directions? What if she's planning to steal something?
What a loser. Let's cut to the chase. Where did she go?
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse, where all the valuable arumatons are.
I mean, she can probably look after herself. But we're supposed to be, you know, supposed to be doing a job.
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons. I bet they'll give her a hard time.
Doubt it. They're not that strong. They ain't all that in a bag of chips. Okay, we can't activate that one. Shut up. Clean up on aisle 6. Oh, there'll be a clean up on aisle 6, alright. Alright, how do we get over there then? Can't go this way. We cannot go this way. I feel like this should be movable, right? It's gotta be this way then. Where? Oh, what? Where? When? Oh.
Intercepting sword technique. Lead through clouds.
Kill the pig.
Here you go, master.
Kill the pig.
Azure dragon, white tiger, less carbs. What's this?
Stand still.
Why are we killing the pig? Do I have to do
What are
anything?
you
We kill
made of?
everything but the fucking pig.
Relax.
Melt. Yeah. You don't look so good.
You can say that again. You had like 1 HP left.
Tempered and forged. All are
Yeah, I
imbued
like
into the
saying
sword.
Yeah, that was the best time to say that ever. That was great.
Descend to earth. Nice job. Hiya!
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Strike. Yeah. Right on time. Hiya!
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Slap. Yeah. Azure dragon, white tiger, less carbs. What's this? Oh, I get it. Mountains fall.
Stand still. Relax.
Oh, I got away, you stupids! Oh, you stupids. I'm so mad. I'm very disappointed. Okay, we need to be over there. Which way do we go? That way. Can we even get this way? Wait. Elevator? Elevator. Let's go kill these first. These are fun.
Intercepting sword technique. Peach blossoms and divine sword descend. Descend to earth. Hiya!
Stand still.
Here you go, master. Azure dragon, white tiger, less carbs. Watch this. Strike. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you. Lead through clouds.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Awesome.
Kill the pig!
Stand still.
Yeah.
Kill the pig!
Slap.
Kill it! Kill the pig! Don't let it get away!
Relax. Time to say bye.
Don't you dare let the pig get away.
Boom.
Yeah. Azure dragon, white tiger, less carbs. Watch this. You couldn't have done it without me.
I'm not sure that's true. But okay. I'll let you think that. Isn't there any automatons? Mind you, I don't know if we would do well against them right now because we're not fully built. We're not too bad. But we're also not great. Do we have any more things from this quest? I think we have to complete it. We get 10 of those for completing it. So I don't think we have any more right now. Level 4 boots could do with some mats. We've got none. I don't want to ditch those boots. I don't really want to ditch any of that, to be honest. The only one that can be ditched is an outgoing healing bonus. I suppose there's a HP vest as well. Oh no, because these are HP, you fool. Yeah, this is the only one that could be ditched, and it's not enough to take me over the edge. So there's not much point. Man, this is going to be a struggle. I want to find a green. I want to find. Maybe there won't be one for this quest. But there's normally a green. These red symbols here on these glass boxes. There's normally one or two of them that are green, which means they're going to jump out at you. That's what I want, because they had a bit of a challenge. Yeah, there's one.
Metal. Let's go. Peach blossoms and intercepting sword technique. Descend to earth.
Okay, we might die.
Here you go, master. Hiya!
Stand still.
Mountains fall. That was sneaky. Yes, you.
Relax.
Yeah.
Stand still.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this! Slap! See through clouds! Yeah! You couldn't have done it without me.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it.
Bit late for that. Is this really the time to talk about that? I promised your grandpa that I'd keep an eye on you.
Fine. Let's smash these metal cans first. Then we can talk.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Nice job! Hiya!
Relax.
Lower your weapon.
Yes, you! What's in your prescription?
Treasonous.
Strike! Yeah! Yes, you! Bully! Descend to Earth! Awesome! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this! Slap!
Yeah, this new March is nuts, right? Because I've been building her.
Boom.
So, wiggle keyboard.
Yeah, that was sneaky!
I've been building her to be March's, not assistant, what do you call him? Accomplice, not accomplice. Student, what do you call the students? I've forgotten the name. So I built her around break effect, but because she's got a lot of crit as well. Yeah, she's doing like crit hits even as Yunli as her master, and neither of them are fully built yet. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the new March. I think she's very versatile, very good, super fun. Everything you get one really. And like free. Even better. Yeah, really impressed. Like, I'll probably use her actually, because I didn't really use the old March after a certain point. Although Freeze March is fun. I did start building a Freeze March, but I kind of ran out of mats and I had to do
Time to say bye.
I will build a Freeze March at some point, because Freeze March is fun.
Lower your weapon.
Yes, you!
Relax.
That was the last of them. Thank you for helping me out. This place is heavily guarded, but there's nothing but arumatons. Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do anything. You're not really here to help me. You're here to stop me, right?
You know this cursed sword isn't just your problem. Of course I'm here to stop you. I can't just stand there and watch you get into trouble. I mean, I don't freaking know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know any of these fucking old fogies in the commission thing or whatever. Aren't I supposed to be like her friend? Like, I'd rather, like, if I had to choose one or the other, I'd rather just help her, because, like, isn't she supposed to be my friend? I don't know who these old guys are. And, like, it seems like she's doing it. I mean, it's just weird, right? Because this is what she does. She's been doing this, like, the whole time. So it's not like this is out of character for her. It's not like she's just acting rashly and, you know, she's, like, doing what she's always done. So, like, cat needs to come out. So if they don't know that she's been doing that, then the cat needs to come out of the bag anyway, and they need to, like, sort it out or whatever. But, like, it would be pointless trying to stop her, because, like, she's not going to let anybody stop her anyway. She's still going to do it. So, yeah. It's also, like, I also think it's a bit, like, well, it's a bit weird. What the question now is, like, why are all the other guys okay with it? You know what I mean? Like, why are the other guys okay? Do they know? It seems like they do. So, like, do they just think it's okay or what? Like, it's weird. And then, like, it's just weird. Like, why would they be surprised by any of this? Why did she seem surprised that the sword was cursed when we first went to see it? And then why would they be surprised that she would try and melt it down? Like, it's all... None of this should be a surprise to anyone, really. But then, me being the outsider in the middle, like, I just want to know why are they at odds with each other anyway, right? Why is it that they seem to think it's okay, but she seems to think it's a problem and that they should be melted down? Well, I mean, it's kind of, and that's the other thing, right? It's kind of obvious why she thinks they should be melted down, right? It's because they're like, you know, they're bad, they're evil, right? They're like, you know, haunted possession swords or whatever that'll slowly drain the user's life. So it does seem, you know, it seems like she's got the right idea. It does seem like that would be a bad thing, and, you know, probably better off if these things didn't exist. But we still don't know why they're okay with it, unless they're literally just, you know, twats and they only care about profit or honor or whatever, and, you know, they've got all their priorities screwed up. So in which case I still would side with her, so yeah, sure.
No, it's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation and make things difficult for the Lofu. But leaving that cursed sword here will also make things difficult for the Lofu. So all things considered, the best outcome is for me to melt that sword down and take all the blame.
But then that begs the question, why did Grandpa
probably think I'm
do
being
a deal with them
impulsive
in the first place?
and unreasonable, right?
Why did he think this would be okay? Well, I just feel like you're too obsessed with cursed swords. So you are self-aware after all. I mean, no, I don't know. Like, I think both of these are shit responses, actually. I mean, my guess would be that she knew somebody. I think there is a personal, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a twist here where there's a personal reason why she's so passionate about this. And my guess would be that she knew somebody or somebody she was close to, you know, wielded one of these swords once and, you know, literally was ultimately destroyed by it. And so, you know, it's like, it's not just her trying to change the future, but it's also her trying to make up for the past in somewhere. That would be my guess. So both these responses suck. Is she being too impulsive and unreasonable? A little bit, because, like, I don't know, she didn't even try to talk them out of it, you know what I mean? It was just like, right, I'm melting this fucking sword down right now and no one's going to stop me. But that's kind of that's what her kind of personality is like anyway. You know, she doesn't really have a lot of patience for people. You know, she's rude when talking to people, and she's very opinionated, and she's very, you know, fiery and aggressive and, you know, in your face all the time. So I think that's just part of her personality trait. So we'll go with this one. Because, yeah, she should probably work on that. But, you know.
Hey, I'm not always like this. It's all because of that cursed sword.
Why don't you just tell me everything?
Look. I owe you an explanation. But this isn't the best place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear, though. I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break. I already told you about Guyan. The sword that was returned during the ceremony. It's a cursed sword, with a heliobus inside. And Hongguang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever.
Indeed!
For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you.
That's because
Honestly,
I'm the MC.
I don't remember much about him. All I know is that the Pyrogyre Forge used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing. I didn't catch all the
But
details.
what made him turn to the dark side?
I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Pyrogyre Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility.
She said Pyrogyre.
With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer by it. The palace was overrun with visitors from afar. Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires. And some even resorted to stealing. And in the midst of all the chaos my father created, he ended up being stabbed by one of the swords he forged. It was so sudden and unexpected. Everything went silent for a moment. All I could hear was the sound of
Navi's voice
fluid
actress,
screaming
don't you dare, okay?
and blood pouring out. I was
You did
frozen
too good a
in
job
place.
with the Navi sad story.
Unable to
Don't be
move.
doing it to me here.
It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape.
No,
I
not
don't
sad.
remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath.
You made us barely line it.
I could hear the smiths in the Pyrogyre Forge shouting, "Run
Pyrogyre.
away, Yunli,"
Where it says flame whale.
and the screams of agony. My tears wouldn't stop, and I couldn't see anything. I kept gasping for air until I collapsed in a pool of blood. If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Han Guang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 Heliobus cursed swords, and 182 of them had unique designs.
What?
When I joined the Pyrogyre Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them, and Guyun will be my 313th. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the Heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the Blade of Forged Remnants. I've said my piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa, I still have to melt down the sword.
But the delegation calls it the Sword of Heroes. I think you should talk to General Huion about it.
Short
Yeah,
time
you
Pika
exactly.
787 Beta says, "Hi Cappy."
Hello, Pika. How are you? Yeah, that's the main issue, though. I don't think she's wrong. I don't think she's, you know, I think it's. Yeah, I think it's good what she's doing. It's obvious that she would do it. I think a grandpa is the one who needs. It's kind of weird, but yeah, like it would be weird. Like obviously we wouldn't be siding with the grandpa. We know that she needs to do this and blah blah blah. But I think the biggest issue is like the way she's got about doing it. Hasn't even tried to talk to anybody about it or anything. Like maybe, you never know, if they just talk it out, they could like come to an agreement or something. And she could at least try. So let's go with this one.
So, you're saying, even though Grandpa knew it was a cursed sword, he still chose it to be a prize because he thought it wouldn't cause any trouble? No. No matter how I think about it, something is definitely off. Grandpa didn't tell me anything about the ceremony. He must be hiding something.
Well, yeah, we'll talk to him.
After our argument today, you want me to go back and talk to him now? No way. At least not today.
We have to get the other side.
Maybe tomorrow.
We know your side.
Somehow, after
You know
talking
your
to
side. Now we need to get
I
his
feel
side.
like I've cooled off a bit. Well, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa tomorrow.
Good.
And I won't take any action against Guyun until he gives me his reasons.
That's all we've been asking. That's all we're saying. Don't forget to apologize to General Huion.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public place. Anyway, thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
What a mess. What a mess. Wait, what's this? Synthesize. Is it because I got the new recipe? It's probably because I got the new recipe. No, something is lit up in here. Yeah, it's just a new recipe, I think. We can make tons of those. Let's make 10 of them. Upon use, increase the lightning damage of all allies by 16% in the next battle. We could even eat one of those, because both Bailu and Kafka especially is going to find that yummy. So where was it?
On Twitch, Short Time Pika 778 says, "I'm doing okay tonight, Cappy. Thanks for asking."
And imaginary damage as well. Oh, it's going to replace it. Oh, no. It's fine. We would be better off just with the lightning damage. Okay, so we need to get back. Speak to these. Did we get any? I don't think we did. Did we get any level up maths? No, we didn't. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Okay, it's fine. Ugh. Assistants? Start reading.
Quick read, the kid called Yingxing turned out to be a short-life species and an outworlder, here to learn his craft. I spent a lot of time buttering up this shy kid on the way before I learned of his background. He seemed a little insecure, but kids would always need a little encouragement before opening up to you. Just as elixir seekers rush to the Luofu in a never-ending stream, so too is the Juming up there with Pier Point and Screwlum for craft apprentices, or any other holy sites for manufacturing excellence that I may not be aware of. Countless outworlders come to the Juming from all over the cosmos to study skills, and most return to their homelands afterward to disseminate those learnings. But not Yingxing. He has no homeland to which he may return. His homeland was destroyed by the Borisin and transformed into one of their weapons nurseries. I knew what that meant.
There's a poem that
This
says,
kid's family will become literal pieces of meat with no dignity, nutrient to those mountainous mecha beasts. And upon arriving at the Xianzhou, so fresh from escaping the clutches of death, this child pledged to strive toward one goal and one goal. Quick read only.
One goal and one
goal. To learn how to make weapons for the Cloud Knights to root out those terrifying and malicious monsters. He was incredible at his work, earning his accolades, and now entitled to be called a craftsman at such a young age. However, other celestial masters tell me I've still got a long way to go. It's not that I'm lacking in enthusiasm or motivation. It's just that I can't keep living on and on like they can. So my knowledge is always going to be limited. Maybe I'll never even live to see the day my parents are avenged. Seeing his dejected look made me feel dispirited. Just ignore all those old guys.
I normally do.
PFFT, they're no celestial. They're just jealous of you. Short-lived geniuses who only live a few dozen years are
I swear they get paid by the word.
In the Genius Society. Their achievements are still glorious enough to shake the entire cosmos. What difference does it make to your achievements, whether you're long life or a short life species? R-scroll O back. Quick read. Just focus on what you want to do, and let fate take its course. The kid seemed to have a brighter expression on his face. Suddenly, he shook his head once more. But I shouldn't ignore everything said by those old guys. Master Huaiyan. He respects me a lot, and has taught me a lot, too. Such vengeance bestowed by cruel fate, such a piteous backstory, and such precocious endowment. I couldn't help but pat the kid on the head. But he seemed to see right through me in a second, covering up my hand with his own smaller one and patting it in comfort.
Did I max her out?
As if suddenly returning to his senses, he remembered the purpose of his visit. My master urged me to take you on a visit to the Flame Wheel Forge. Should we get down to business and talk about the reinforcements and weapons first?
Honors is still vivid in my mind.
I'm just passing on Master Huaiyan's orders.
There we go.
Smelt 1,000 stars, quickened with steel of heroes. The formal light harte over and might in.
I was so close.
Quick read, the forge's light boosts power and might, and armaments guard both hearth and meal.
Jeez,
These
how long is that
verses hang in
text?
adornment in the main hall of the Flame Wheel Forge.
This is why I get
The
him
records
to
of
read
the early
it.
nation showed that an unknown
To
emperor
me.
of the primeval Imperium days once gifted the master
Takes a
craftsman the
month to
Jumi,
read
Yongdi,
it.
with a weapons casting mold in honor of its maiden voyage. To this day it remains, passed down through the ages to be pride of place in the palace. Some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Juming, and the Flame Wheel Forge is the foundational base of the Juming's Artisanship Commission, in which we stood.
Could use material exchange.
My peers on the trip were perplexed by this strange arrangement. Had Huaiyan brought us here to show off how precious his forged weapons were, and to use that as a bargaining chip with the Yao King? Did he send a kid because he was planning on rejecting us?
I think I need one of
The
those.
thought of possibly engaging in debates made me irritable. You can't just go complaining on somebody else's turf. That's something my great-grandma always scroll back. Character details destruction. Misha details light cone traces relics Eidolon's information L1R1 Misha destruction LV.
Stop reading.
40/50th stats ability HP 80 def SPD crit.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think they get paid by the word, those guys. Okay, so I think I can craft that one off. Wait, what? No. I thought I made 2. Oh, I needed 2. Are you kidding me? Can I make another one? I won't enjoy the gameplay, not you talking non-stop. No, I asked him to read it to me because it's better than reading it myself, and then I can play the game whilst he's reading. It's better than reading it myself. There we go. There we go. Alright, we got the light count at 70. She's at 80. I do want to start building her at some point. I think I need to get a traces up and figure out some relics. What is that? Imaginary damage boost with attack increase. You know what? That's not a particularly good piece anyway. What I might do, because I am looking for some kind of fodder. I'm not doing her yet anyway. So if I go to her and use that as fodder, I can finally have something. There we go. Okay, what are we hoping for? I mean, I'll be honest, that's not a particularly good piece either, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those boots. Those boots are kind of trash. But I still do need to level it. That's the thing. What else needs leveling? 12, 9, 7. I mean, the only good thing about that vest is that it's crit damage, to be fair. Outside of that, it's not really that good. It's fine for now, because we'll need to start getting her some better pieces at some point, but I want it to actually have some levels on it. Break effect. Great. Effect hit rate does absolutely nothing on her. But she gets attack from it anyway, so whatever. Alright. Oh, I left a chest. Wait, what? Can I not open that? Oh my god, are you actually serious?
If there's something you don't understand, just come to me.
Can we ask about the chest? I can't believe they won't let me have the chest.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she, young lady?
Your granddaughter is nothing but trouble, to be honest, but it's fine. You explain Yunli's situation to Hyoyan. To Grandpops. How about Grandpops?
Sorry for all this trouble.
Did he break?
Yunli told you quite a bit.
Yeah, he might need some...
Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the story.
He didn't read that message out. Let me restart him. He might not be fully... The reading thing might still break him. It worked when it was cut, but I haven't checked everything.
Welcome to the PlayCompile live stream. I will be your friendly AI assistant. Let's get started.
There will have to be more news on Project Mugen soon, since it's up being almost a year. I don't think... Nah, not necessarily. You'll know when it's time.
Guang was my beloved disciple. A rare genius not seen in the Pyrogyre Forge since Yingxing. However, talent can sometimes be a curse. He had an unusual fervor for forging, and he dreamed of forging a sword with self-awareness that surpassed that of humans. He believed it would make warriors invincible without any training.
There are no shortcuts in life. Pops, you know this. You know this.
According to him, while weapons of mass destruction like Zhu-Ming flames and alchemical arrows can destroy many enemies, true victory lies with soldiers who fearlessly fight, ready to lay their lives on the line. Usually, Xianzhou swordsmiths infuse a basic level of awareness into their swords to make them easier to wield. But even then, soldiers need to experience countless battles to overcome fear and sharpen their instincts. So...
Sharpen their insects? What, like stabby spiders? So he thought... Actually, insects... Spiders aren't insects. They kind of feel like them. So he thought of using Heliobi to absorb emotions. So he thought of using Heliobi to impart combat experience.
By infusing Heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons that could grant their wielders strength and valor, and even make decisions for them. However, weapons are different from regular tools. They are meant to kill, plain and simple.
And are you down with this, Pops? That's what we need to be asking him. Are you alright with all this shit, huh?
After countless battles, all the anger, fear, and bloodlust are soaked up by the Heliobi within the swords. The soldiers wielding them not only gain strength, but they also become consumed by the malice, turning them into puppets possessed by the swords.
So why the fuck are you... So why the hell are you down with all this then, you stupid old fool, if you know all this?
No matter how noble Hongguan's intentions were, those weapons, soaked in blood, turned into cursed swords eventually. Later, Outworlders got wind of what he was doing and encouraged him to keep forging cursed swords. They came up with all sorts of reasons, taking back their kingdoms to slaying demons. And you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives, and the lives of many craftsmen in the Pyrogyre Forge. Yunli managed to survive, but she couldn't escape the horrors of that day.
Yeah, so can you really blame her for wanting to melt all these down then, you stupid old fool?
On Twitch, Short Time Pika 778 asks, "Are you enjoying this content for HSR so far?"
Yeah. The March thing was a bit long-winded. Could have done with breaking it up with this, but it's fine. That's why you didn't want her to see that sword. Does that sword really contain Heliobis? Yunli plans to talk to you tomorrow. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. So this is why you were trying to hide the truth from her.
Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She doesn't deserve to carry the weight of his mistakes.
Yeah, so why the hell are you giving this away as a freaking gift to the fucking law for, you stupid old fool?
Despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out all cursed swords, fulfilling that vow requires immense effort. Traversing the starry seas in search of the swords is like finding a needle in a haystack. And to reclaim those swords, she has to duel the bloodthirsty wielders, teetering on the edge of life and death. She has taken back over 300 cursed swords, and has suffered the same number of fatal wounds. I took her in to give her a chance at a normal childhood, not to send her on a sword-hunting journey.
Yeah, but you know, try telling that to the feminists. She's her own woman, she needs to do her own thing. You can't be giving her a nice, comfy, you know, childhood life if she wants to go and murder a billion people.
I can't believe
You
the last
get on
Project Muggin post was on September 21st, 2023, plus it nearly looks like NTE.
He looks like NTE. Project Mugen came first, you fool. It's the other way around. Mugen was announced way before NTE.
Even if she manages to melt down all the cursed swords one
But yeah, they look similar. But I think it's the other way around.
Her life after.
NTE copied Mugen, because Mugen was announced ages ago. Does that sword already contain a Heliobus?
Gu Yin is indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Han Guang.
So why the hell do you think it's okay to give this away as a gift then, you fool?
Very few swordsmiths could use Heliobi as forging material, and Han Guang was one of them. His attempt came at a terrible cost.
I know it said it was announced at Gamescom 2023.
I don't know, I remember watching a trailer for it ages ago. Yunli plans to talk to you tomorrow.
I thought this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much managed to forge a true sword of heroes.
What?
I also wanted to find a chance to tell her about the history and origin of this sword, but not during the ceremony. As you saw, it wasn't a good time.
Well, you stupid fool, if you'd have spoken to her before all this, if this is gonna be one of these stupid, oh, it was all just a misunderstanding, oh, let's all kiss and make up, then talk to each other before all this shit goes down, you fool. You could have avoided all this. But then we wouldn't have had a character quest, so, you know.
I've instructed the Artisanship Commission to keep the sword safe in the arsenal. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask the people involved.
Yeah, it's probably already in the melting furnace by now, I would think. Master Gongshu, there's something I want to talk with you about. Inform Master Gongshu. General Huan gave the Luofu sword to Guiyun. Don't you worry, General Huan has already
I checked the name of a game I never heard of called Moon Gaze.
Right, I heard from my apprentice that a young lady with a sword barged into the Artisanship Commission. That's General Huan's granddaughter, right? Is she here to chat or kidnap me? She's calmed down now. She already promised me that she wouldn't take Guiyun until we've confirmed the situation. What? She's coming to steal the sword? My nerves can't take much more of this. The Knight of Beauty just escorted the swords to the Artisanship Commission. It is currently in the armory without a chance to compromise or mishaps. Just relax. When I have time, I want to hear that girl tell me why she tried to steal the blade.
Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watched over her for quite some time. You must be exhausted, aren't you?
Totally exhausted. A pretty lady like her never gets tiring. She's a fucking kid, isn't she? The hell?
I'll be counting on you then.
I would disagree as well. She's a lot of work, right? She's high maintenance.
Time to go back and find that class skipping March 7th.
Yeah, she's very high maintenance. Check the name of the game I never heard of called Moon Gaze. I don't know what that means. You check the name of the game. If you've never heard of it, how can you check it? You must have heard of it. After finishing it all, you return to the Express
I heard
and came
online
face to face
today
with
that
myself
Coast Guard in
skipping
Lua
class.
is going to a healer, which will make her the second 5-star healer in the game.
Oh, is the Coast Guard going to be the healer? Okay, I might watch out for that. Sipping milk tea and gossiping. I heard there was going to be a Coast Guard or some shit. I didn't know she was going to be a healer. I'm probably going to need her then. Do we know when she's coming to the game? Something happened to the sword? Whoa, I didn't even say anything. How'd you know? That's correct. The Artisanship Commission said they received a sword yesterday from General Huyan today. We checked, the sword had vanished. She lied to me. Anyway, the Realm Keeping Commission is officially conducting an investigation and is interrogating the relevant individuals. Do you suspect me? I told them to be careful. I even told Master Gongshu yesterday to be careful, watch on the sword. Does he know about the current situation? Yeah, he reported the case. Anyway, anyone who attended yesterday's ceremony and lacks a clear alibi will be considered a suspect. The craftsman also mentioned a young girl who broke into the Artisanship Commission with a sword in hand. She bears the bulk of the suspicion. Alright, enough chatter. I'll see you at the Artisanship Commission. What the fuck? What? How the fuck did I end up here? What the fuck? How the hell did I end up here? Why am I here? Oh, because we were looking for March. Which is not in a room. I don't even know what the fuck we're doing now. Because she did say she was going to try and find Skiving March. But I guess she wasn't supposed to be there. How the hell do we get over there? I can't go that way. What the fuck? So how the hell am I going to get over there if the bridge is out? This is some bullshit. Do I need to check the map? See, it looks like I'm quite close, but
The
I can't
person
get
I got
to that.
the info created a YouTube channel, but they didn't upload the video to YouTube, so here's the TikTok link instead.
I'm not TikTok.
HTTPS posted
Nah,
a link.
ban TikTok. What are you even trying to make me watch? A link to what? The Coast Guard. I'll check it out later on YouTube. Okay. If you say she's a healer, she's a healer. Just tell her. Just share the information if you know. Do you know when she's coming? That's what I'm asking. I don't want to.
Coast Guard info.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to watch videos. I'm playing a game, man. And I don't. You know, TikTok doesn't work on PC properly anyway. All I want to know is, is she next, or do we not know yet? That's basically what I'm asking. Is she the next banner, or is she like 3 patches away, or do we know anything like that? Basically, that's all I really want to know. Because I just want to know if I've got time to save. I mean, I guess even then I'll find out if we don't know, but...
She's coming in ruler 1.3 so far.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards.
Well, what are we now? 1.2? 1.1? I don't know what we're on now.
Stand still.
I don't look at numbers like... Are we on 1.1 now? 1.2? I haven't a clue. I don't know. I don't look at the numbers.
Relax.
She's also Spectro, other elements.
Another
time to say bye. Boom.
Stupid. They're idiots. They're so bad at making games.
Tempered and
So far
forged.
they've made 2
All
fusion and
imbued
2
into
fucking
the sword.
spectral. Like, what about the other elements?
Intercepting sword technique. Lead through clouds.
All my units are going to be fucking spectral and fusion.
Stand still.
Like, we've already got a spectral healer. That is so dumb. God almighty. I can't believe how dumb they are. Let's make 2 healers and let's make them both the same element. Oh my god. Can't even describe. Why does it keep resetting on me like that?
What was that?
Intercepting sword technique.
Just trying to take out the
We're
trash.
currently on ruler version 1.1 with all the events ending August 14th, which should mean August 15th, the version 1.2 release date so far.
Okay, so it's not the next patch, it's the patch after. That gives me tons of time to save them. So these are probably leaks, so anything could change it all.
Relax.
If this is all leaks, take it all with a pinch of salt.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Because a lot could change.
Stand still.
Yeah, none of it's officially announced.
Oh, I get it.
I hate this mouse pointer on the screen.
Relax.
Strike.
Time to say bye.
I swear you're on freaking TikTok commission here though. Feels like you give me a TikTok like every day.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch this. Tempered and forged. All are imbued into the sword. Peach blossoms and divine sword descend. Here you go, Master. Hiya!
Relax. Stand still.
Yes, you.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Yeah, I wonder if I should just hold off then if I know she's coming at least. And not build the trash 4-star one. Because I cleared all that stuff, by the way. I cleared yesterday. I cleared the whatever it's called. What do they call that stupid game mode in War? The one you're always going on about. Why is does the camera keep doing that though? It's really annoying. I'm just trying to find my way around and the camera keeps resetting like that. Okay. So I cleared the easy mode first, and then it unlocked a new mode, and then I cleared all of the first section of that as well. But after that, it gets a bit pain to win and a bit sweaty, and I can't be arsed. Well, I haven't really got enough characters anyway. I need a second healer as well.
All right, everyone is here. It's time for questioning.
So yeah, I probably won't even attempt anything past what I've done so far until that second healer comes out, to be honest.
Yunli, I'm sure you understand why the official called you here, right?
Yeah? But I didn't steal the sword.
Yunli promised me she wouldn't steal the sword.
Unfortunately, official Dahao didn't hear Yunli's promise. If we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking our promise to the Lawfu and betraying the delegation. We're counting on you to find the truth, official Dahao.
Most of his leaks, since they don't give out a lot of official info for Rula, which is less than the amount of news we get for Genshin.
We can't just rely on her testimony.
Yeah, that's what drives me nuts about these Wuthering Stands. Everything they accuse Genshin of, they're so much worse.
Stolen.
But we'll just conveniently
given it to me from the beginning.
But yeah, just bear in mind leaks can
resets
change a
tomorrow
lot, right?
with the weekly bosses. Agree.
TUA resets tomorrow with the boss. I know you said it resets soon. That's why I did it last night, because I remember you saying it resets in a couple of days. So yeah, I'll do it again when it resets or whatever. Because I mean the rewards are okay. I think it's like 70 crystals per floor, 70 currency per floor. So I got a couple of pulls out of it. After everything the sword still got stolen, they should have given it to me from the beginning. Just keep quiet. Yeah, I agree.
In this case of Gu Yun's theft, everyone involved seems suspicious to some extent. Miss Yunli is the main suspect. First, during the sword gifting ceremony, Yunli openly expressed her intention to steal the sword. She even mentioned it multiple times. After the ceremony, she broke into the Artisanship Commission and destroyed Arumatons in an attempt to get the sword. Am I right?
That's true.
The Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where Gu Yun was stored, and there were no signs of forced entry through the doors or windows. The only possible entrance or exit was a small window gap, just a few inches wide.
That's like a locked room murder mystery. Wish we had March 7th here.
Hey! It's just a theft. The box containing Gu Yun was opened and the sword went missing. But none of the other swords in the room were touched.
I avoid the middle stages of Toa since there are level 100 mobs in those stages for the hazard zone in Rula.
Yeah, well you're 10 levels lower than me. It wasn't too bad though, to be fair. From what I did, but I mean, I didn't get. So the last floor I did, I only got 1 star on because I didn't do the time constraint thing. So it's just like Spiral Abyss. Like clearing it was easy, but clearing it within the DPS check time is not easy because I'm not well. The suspect knew about the box and sword. The theft was planned in advance. And then the floor after that, I tried to go in with no healer because all my healers had run out of vigor or whatever. And yeah, like you get hit 2 or 3 times and you're dead, so it's like, just can't do that without a healer. Alright, I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick and come back. I'll be right back.
I'm not a whale in Rua either, Cappy. I mean, I might even get time. It sounds like I'll probably have time to try and get the other one as well. If she's next, do we know if the one I like's next or the what's her name again? The redhead one. Do we know if she's next? I'm not a whale in war either. Good job. Don't be. It's not worth it. The suspect knew about the box and the sword. The theft was planned in advance.
Yeah, I don't think it was stolen on a whim.
Exactly. The suspect had a clear motive and took only Guyu. So, besides the ceremony participants, only the delegation members had access to the sword.
Could it be that someone from the delegation stole the sword? Could it be that Argenti stole the sword? Could it be that a craftsman stole the sword? Could it be that I stole the sword? Probably the delegation, or maybe a craftsman. Probably the delegation, wouldn't it? Would be the most logical.
Kamaya, she's not coming until version 1.4 the last time I heard online.
What? So the lifeguard's coming before her? Oh well, it gives me time to save then. Unless they show some... Unless Encore's sister shows up or something and they release another fun character that I'm interested in. I can just... whatever, I'll chill. I'll save me currency. This is the only one that moves it on, so I'm just going to get on with it.
So... did you steal it?
Yes.
Then stop joking around.
I can prove that she came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission, so she couldn't have stolen the sword.
Put it simply, not everyone who's seen the sword has been to the Artisanship Commission, and not everyone who might want the sword has seen it. So, the only remaining suspect is Miss Yunli.
How'd you figure that out? Sure.
Fair enough.
So...
I didn't steal the sword.
We established that.
Well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
No, this isn't the only remaining possibility. I think we might be missing something here. Yeah, the thing is, right, like, is she, reckless? Yes. Is she impulsive? Yes. Is she rude? and boisterous and aggressive? Yes, yes, and yes. But she's not a liar. Like, she's always honest. She would just tell us if she took the sword, because that's like, you know, she's constantly been saying, I'm going to take the sword, I'm going to take the sword, I'm going to take the sword. Do you think if she took the sword, she would have told us by now?
If you want to prove me wrong, you'd better come up with some solid evidence.
Let me gather my thoughts. I need to help Yunli clear her name. Did we miss any clues?
Well, they're dumbasses. How is it that we know her better than anybody else who's, like, known her longer? Like, you can just tell she's just an honest person. Like, probably honest to a fault, to be honest. To be honest. I'm a bit like that. To her own detriment. Because she would just own up if she'd done it, because she knows she's doing the right thing, and she's like, you know, she would just say, she would be like proud and loud about it. She'd be like, yeah, I told you I was going to take it. She wouldn't just lie and say she didn't take it. The container used to seal Gu Yun is indeed a sight to behold. Its beauty's radiance. Perhaps it was this very beauty that has drawn unwanted attention. No, I doubt it. I think it's somebody wanting power. Regardless,
if you're wondering
as one
on
of
how
the
many
few
gems
pieces...
I got so far after getting Changli and her weapon, then I'm about 200 gems off the 3,000 gem mark on the EU server at Wuwa. The container used to seal Guillaume is truly a sight to behold. Its beauty is remarkable. It's this beauty that draws so much attention to it.
Regardless, as one of the few pieces of physical evidence left at the scene, it might hold traces of the thief. The sword case, masterfully adorned with metal wire inlays, traces the patterns of lotus flowers, subtly proclaiming its origin from the illustrious Shanzhu Xuming. The locking mechanism nestled within the case remains intact, bearing no marks of external force or tampering.
So, the thief took the sword from the case without picking the lock?
You notice a few smears of red along the bottom of the sword case interior. It's hard to ignore, as if a deliberate declaration of existence to those who are viewing the sword case. Extract the red colouring from the case. A few petals teetering on the brink of withering. More precisely, a single rose petal. I mean, maybe this is what's left of the sword, right? I don't know. It's fucking possessed. Who knows? Maybe the sword turned into that. Maybe the sword dissolved and disintegrated itself. Maybe it escaped somehow.
Why is this flower petal inside the case?
You close the sword case and put it back. Intact lock and rose petal. Okay.
If you've found any clues, feel free to tell everyone. All right. Come back to me when you're ready.
So who are these witnesses we're supposed to speak to? Because nobody wants to talk to me.
Yunli says she didn't steal the sword, and I am willing to believe her.
Yeah, but you're an idiot.
But I know well that Yunli can be impulsive. So if she did steal the sword on a whim, I won't show her any favors. You were with Yunli yesterday, young lady, so you have the best chance to prove her innocence. Is there anything you need to ask me?
Did she come to you afterwards?
No, she was still mad at me, so she didn't come by. If she had come with you, she wouldn't be a suspect right now.
How was the sword delivered?
After the ceremony, Argenti carried the sword case, and together with the delegation, they were escorted by the Cloud Knights to the Artisanship Commission.
Maybe it was
artisan
Argenti.
there confirmed that the sword was safely stored.
Maybe it was Argenti. Maybe that's why I lost his voice actor role. For stealing the sword. That's all I have to
I'm
ask.
counting on you then.
I'm not an abacus or a calculator. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Gong Show!
Yes,
Bless you.
I received your message yesterday and went to the arsenal to check on it.
I didn't ask.
But when I went back this morning, all that was left was the case. I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help, I'm afraid.
Tommy why so standoffish?
On Twitch, Short Time Pika 778
Hola,
asks,
Tommy.
if Project Muggin and NTE released at the same time or close to each other, which one would you play first if that was the case?
Well, they would never release them on the same day, so whichever one comes out first. Like, even if they were originally planning to do that, one of them would change the date. No one's going to do that. That's why Wuthering changed its plans, right? Because it knew when Zenless was coming out, and it brought the patch forward and stuff like that. Yeah, no game would do that because they don't want to kill their own profits. So I'll play whichever one comes first. But when I went back this morning, all that was left was the case. I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help, I'm afraid.
However, as the Master Artisan of the Artisanship Commission, I've got to clarify something. Even though the sword was stolen, this commission is still highly secure. Wait, no. I just remembered. My precious aromatons were smashed.
Master Gongshu's testimony. Is that all of them?
Who could have thought that the Mieka Kivesa would be stolen? And that the prime suspect is General Huayan's granddaughter? Regardless, we've accomplished our mission. And now it's the Xianzhou's problem. By the way, why did that girl call it a cursed sword? It's quite upsetting.
Because the sword can take over the wielder's mind, because the sword contains an evil spirit.
That's enough, young lady. Let me get something straight. On Kalevala, this sword has always been highly revered. The first master of the Mieka Kivesa slew countless demons and then passed it down to a line of wise monarchs.
That doesn't mean it's not possessed with an evil spirit, though. Doesn't prove nothing.
The monarchs would heed the guidance of the hero spirits within the sword and gain insight into defeating their enemies. What is, Helio? What? Never mind.
See, you don't know. You don't even care. You ignoramus.
The point is that the Mieka Kivesa did help the ancestors of Kalevala build a strong foundation. It's definitely not a cursed sword.
And what would you know? Speaking like an expert when you know nothing. You don't even know what a Helio is? You're like a React streamer giving you a fucking opinion on something you know nothing about. What a loser. Right. Is anybody else up here? Nah, don't think so. They're gonna be, well, they're gonna be in the yellow circle, aren't they? Unless he's got his own testimony. I don't think so. So we spoke to him. I mean, unless she's got more to say.
I don't want to make things difficult for official Dahao. Let's do this his way and prove my innocence.
Oh, it looks like it.
If I can find that cursed sword, I can prove my innocence right away.
That would be too convenient. And how are you planning on finding the cursed sword? No, that would make it look like you did steal it. True.
There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take the sword? Leave the case behind? Did they melt down the sword like I wanted to?
Is it really that strange? Maybe the case was too much trouble.
I mean, carrying around the sword like that would be pretty conspicuous. Wouldn't a thief prefer to take the case as well?
I think it's the other way around. People would recognize the case. Like, most people probably haven't seen the sword inside the case, including us, by the way. But they know what the case looks like, right? So the case is probably more identifiable and easier to recognize than the sword.
Short Time Pika 778 asks, Has HSR left the second planet yet or not? Since if they haven't, they have been on that planet then since version 1.1 of HSR.
Yeah, it left it ages ago, Penacony.
If you've found any clues, feel free to tell everyone.
Yeah, Penacony was ages ago now. Feel free to tell. We're getting ready for the 4th now. I'm 100% sure Yunli didn't steal the sword.
Thank you. But I'm not sure if I can convince Mr. Daw how.
100% sure. Fine. Let me go through my reasoning again, and you can interrupt if anything feels off. Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yunli.
Only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yunli. I mean, yeah, I don't think we have any evidence that anybody else broke in, to be fair. What did he say? I'm trying to think what everybody said. Nobody said anything really that... Let me read through these again. General... Assuming the grandfather. Grandfather said he had intended to talk to his grandfather about Gillian the day but the sword was stolen. Very brief. Prime suspect of the incident swore to completely melt down every one of the cursed swords, including Gillian. Yeah, but she'd just tell us if she took it. I know she would. It would be out of character otherwise. A Calvian envoy in charge of diplomatic affairs. He led a delegation to return. And where would the plot twist be? He led his delegation to return the ancient sword Guyun to the Shanzhou. Though Yunli calls it a cursed sword, Pavo firmly believes Guyun to be the sword of a hero, as told in legends from his home. Well, the thing is, that does line up with what a granddad said, that he wanted to tell the truth behind the sword, like maybe there was a misunderstanding or some shit, and that was supposed to get sorted out when they talked it over, but that never happened. An artisan from, which will be the twist, right? An artisan from the Artisanship Commission and the craftsman responsible for repairing Guyun. He checked on how Guyun was stored after you reminded him to keep the sword safe. Guyun was yet to be stolen at that time. Yeah, there's absolutely fuck all here, really. We can't really refute that.
Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission trying to take away Guyun. But you stopped her in her tracks.
Again, can't really refute that.
After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Guyun.
Well, hold on a minute. You can't prove that. How can you prove that? I think we show the intact lock, because how could she have gotten the sword without breaking the lock?
On second thought, maybe let me think about it again.
Take your time. My reasoning is solid. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Guyun.
No, I think that was fine. Why the fuck wouldn't you let me use that? What are you talking about? This item has already been submitted.
Short Time Pika 778 asks, have you played a game called Ether Gazer? If you have, then is it worth trying the game out?
I don't know, the name's familiar, but I can't remember. Isn't that the Atlas one on Switch? Yeah, it's good if it's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know, I can't think right now. I'm trying to figure this out. I do recognize the name though. If it's the Atlas one where you connect... I thought you said you played it where you connect things. I can't remember, it was weird. It was alright. Hyun's testimony, Yunli's testimony. Prime suspect... I don't know what it's thinking really.
On second thought,
oh, shut
Take
up.
your time. After
I'm just gonna go through
we
each
haven't
one.
found any other suspects.
Maybe I can't
or
refute
evidence.
this one, or maybe it's just we're not refuting this part of it. Because really, he can't prove it, but we also can't refute it. They've given us so little to fucking work with. Let's just see what he says next.
can I prove this?
Throughout the entire incident, Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the art. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave.
Yeah, it does seem like it's
snuck
this
into the
one.
arsenal alone and stole.
On second thought,
Take your time. My reason, after bidding farewell, we haven't found any other suspects.
can I prove?
Throughout the entire incident, Miss Yunli caused her after bidding
Oh my
farewell
god,
to you.
this is so horrible.
Yunli pretended to leave.
On second thought,
Oh my
Take
god,
your time.
this is so shit.
After bidding farewell, we haven't found any other suspects.
It's
Throughout
fucking
the entire
stupid.
incident, Miss Yunli, after bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to.
on second thought,
Oh
Take your
my
time.
fucking
After
god.
we haven't found any other. Throughout, Miss
Why are you
Yunli
making
caused
me
a
go through
ruck
the whole
after bidding
thing
farewell
again?
to you.
Just let me try different
Yunli,
things.
wait,
It's-
you messaged Master Gongshu?
Yeah, but how does this
I
prove?
had
This
no
doesn't prove
idea.
shit.
Well, that's some solid proof right there.
How is it?
However, it only proves the sword wasn't stolen up to that point.
Exactly.
I didn't do it!
After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone.
The current
and
problem has
stole
little
Boone.
effect on this sentence.
We
Well,
haven't
I don't
found
know what
any
you
other
fucking want
suspects
from
or
me.
evidence.
We haven't found any other. Oh well, no. This is what. So this will be. I didn't know that was. Oh my god. I didn't know that was something I could refute.
I carefully examined the lock of
So
the
it was
sword
the lock
case,
which I
and
said
there were no
originally the
signs
whole
of
time. It's just
tampering
it
or
we didn't
damage.
do it in the sentence we wanted you to. So annoying.
What does that mean?
As to why the case was never locked in the first place, only the people who delivered it to the Artisanship Commission would know. Plus, I found something else inside the case. Which piece of evidence should I use to further convince Dahao?
If
We
you don't
haven't
know the
found any
game I
other
was talking
suspects
about
or
then,
evidence.
it was done by Yostar Games, so here's the link to the Play Store page. HTTPS
I found this
posted a
in
link.
the crevice at the bottom of the case.
A rose petal? Huh. Yeah, I must have missed it during the search. Why was there a petal inside the case?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I do
That's what I
know
said.
that wherever that Knight of Beauty goes, he always leaves behind
So it
a
was
trail of rose
fucking
petals
Argenti
that's
then.
almost impossible to clean up.
My thoughts are a mess. Let me sort them out. The sword case was never locked, which is evidence that only someone who delivered the sword could have done that. And the rose petal was probably left behind by that Knight of Beauty. But how did he manage to take the sword from the Artisanship Commission? Why did he steal it after returning it here? And why would he leave that petal in the case?
No, I think I can. I think I can remember. I think the reason I recognise the name it was some trash gacha game. Yeah, it was trash. It wasn't very good. I think I remember it now. Because when you said Google Play Store, I was thinking, okay, I think I remember which one. Which one was I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Atlas game that was on Switch where you connect things up. I can't fucking remember what that game's called. It had a weird name like that. I'm sure you mentioned it not the other day, but recently-ish. Right, why did he steal it after returning it here, and why would he leave that petal in the case? How am I supposed to know? Ask Argenti, not me.
I know. Guyun flew out of the case on its own. The Knight of Beauty only unlocked the box to aid its escape.
Don't be ridiculous. How can a sword escape from a case on its own?
You've never seen a flying sword before?
I've only heard about the Mieka Kifesa being able to fly in legends. But even if it could fly, why would the Knight of Beauty do this?
Because he's the Knight of Lies.
Like I said, the sword
It's
contains a
interesting that they are still
heliobus.
adding content to the second
Argenti
planet,
must have
even
been
though
under
they
the
have already
control of the
left it.
sword. Maybe he was
Astral
under its
chain.
control even before you arrived on the Lofu.
That's it, Astral Chain. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, similar name, kind of.
Official Dahao, where can we find that knight?
Let me see. The docking location of Argenti's ship. The one and only.
Let's go. We've got to find Argenti before that sword completely takes over his mind.
Yeah, I think Eighth of Gears, or I tried it out for a couple of days when it first came out, and I didn't like it. The gameplay was kind of trash, it just wasn't very good. Go to Starskiff Haven.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, we've been to Penacony, which is the 3rd place in Star Rail, which we've been doing a lot of. I think the reason they've put this back here
and failure
is because people are starting to get a bit sick of Penacony, I think, including me. So they're mixing it up. They come back to their old places. See, that's nice. That's one thing Genshin doesn't do. But in Star Rail, you do come back to old areas to do stuff now and again. They'll do stuff in older areas.
Think you get away with your crime
I suppose
by
they did that
pretending
with
to be a
events
waiter?
in Genshin as well, but only events. How the hell do I get over there? So if I turn right, right, and right, and right, and right, there should be some stairs. Right, 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 and right. Here we go. Somewhere. You Knight of Lies! In a corner of Starscape Haven, you stumbled upon a knight clad in shimmering silver armor. He stinks of shit. He is a Knight of Lies. 15th day of month 10, 1604.
I've been waiting for you here for quite a while.
Have you now?
Knight of Beauty. You're the one who stole Guyun, right? Hand it over. You have no idea how dangerous that cursed sword is.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think that
Dangerous?
events and character
In my
story
humble
quests
opinion,
in Genshin, they revisit
real
older
danger
areas
is
of the
always
map,
the
if I recall that correctly.
Story quests! I think less so. Depends what it is. Maybe for story... Because the thing is, character stories normally take place in the region that the character's from. They did release, although she was 4-star, only really hangouts, really. Because I don't think that... Yeah, 5 stars always come from the new region anywhere. Pretty much. I mean, they released Mama Bird, right? Who was kind of Liyue, but she was in the new Liyue area after Fontaine came out. And her character quest was in Liyue, but again it was in the new Liyue. So it's hard to say, really. Every other character I can think of was from the new region because you only get 5-star character quests. Hangouts, you get 4-star character quests, which will come from the region, normally in the region that they're from. Argon quests tend to be in the region that you're currently in. I can only really think of events that have
was
gone
from
back.
Liyue.
Yeah, but she's 4-star. Hangout. Didn't get a character quest. She doesn't even have a hangout. Yeah, and so is Kirara. So they do release characters from previous regions, but they don't have quests. So you don't go back there. You don't have to go to Liyue to do Yaoyao. Now they do the Lantern Rite in Liyue. So you'll go back. That's what I'm saying. The only real reason to ever go back anywhere in Genshin is through events. But this is her character quest. I don't know if she's supposed to be from this region or not. And then they did the new event here as well. I don't know. Different teams, they're not exactly the same as each other. Anyway, why steal Guyun now?
Please allow me to correct your statement. I never attempted to steal this weapon. As a Driller's Knight, I've sworn to live in poverty and possess only what is necessary.
What? What do you mean?
I agreed to assist Master Guyun in its escape from the Xianzhou. As the person who pulled it from the stone monument, captivated by its beauty, I must not let it down. I couldn't stay in the arsenal to convince the craftsmen, nor did I want to take the sword like a thief. That's why I left behind a small piece of evidence that pointed to my identity, in the hope of an open and honest conversation with you.
Oh yeah, so open and honest. Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Whatever your reasons are, you're planning to take the cursed sword away from the Xianzhou. Hand it over to me.
Back then, it was the beauty of Master Guyun that impressed me. So I willingly embarked on the journey to return the sword. But unfortunately, Master Guyon's homeland is no longer the ideal place for it to return to. As a Knight of Beauty, I must not abandon it halfway.
Oh no. He's completely captivated by the power of that cursed sword.
How can we snap him out of it? To be honest, I'd never noticed the difference. It's like a devil that can mess with your mind. To be honest, I never noticed the difference. He always talks a lot of shit.
That's what makes cursed
Next, they
swords
need
so
an open
scary.
world version of this series.
Nah. It's not that type of game. It doesn't need an open world. This as an open world game would be fucking awful. Because there's no reason. Like, you can't jump, you can't climb, right? You'd be running everywhere. It would be boring as fuck. Like, it's all one-dimensional pretty much. There's not that much up or down because of the way it was designed. It doesn't make any sense to make this an open world game. And also, the combat's like fucking auto battling turn-based. It'd be boring as fuck. No, this game is the right format for the right genre. So is Zenless. But they are gonna do more exploration like this in Zenless and take out the TVs, which I think is a good move.
Captivated?
Yeah, neither of those games should be open
No,
world
I
games.
am touched by Master Guyon's flawless beauty.
You need more mechanical depth if you're going to make an open world game.
To be honest, I'm confused why none of you can understand this sword. This is quite heartrending. I've already made up my mind to take Master Guyon away from the Xianzhou.
That cursed sword has messed with your ability to think. But I'll break you free from its grip. I'll shatter its illusion. And the sword itself.
Fair lady, if you're intent on taking away this person, this sword that is under my protection, please engage me with a fair duel according to knightly etiquette.
What?
As a representative of this duel, I, Argenti, challenge you.
Well, kick your monkey ass. A representative.
I swear on the spirit of chivalry, in front of Adrilla the Beauty, that I will represent Master Guyon in this duel.
And I swear I'll represent some fucking
12 days to go until Genshin
If I
version
win,
5.
you will allow
Zero's
Master
special
Guyon to
program
leave the
is what I
Xianzhou
heard
with
online.
me. And if you best me,
1 in 12 days.
I'll accept my defeat and turn Master Guyon over to you.
I thought they already had one for the next. No, I suppose the one they had last was the one with the summer event now, wasn't it? It doesn't seem like that long ago, actually. Crazy. Yeah, because I suppose they'll be covering Natlan and shit, won't they?
Do you accept my challenge, Miss Yunli?
Fine. Let's see whose desire is stronger. Your desire to take it away, or my desire to hunt down all cursed swords. Show me what you've got.
Kill him! Kill him!
You're not going to use Guyon to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
Oh, you're dead then.
You're a real weirdo.
Stand still.
Flesh wound.
She's not wrong.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Right on time. Again. Leap through clouds.
Relax.
Confess.
I heard the news online from this post.
Right on time.
Yes, posted a link.
Awesome.
Rise to the challenge.
Time to say
You
bye.
like the link?
Boom.
Little spammer?
Flesh wound.
Stand still.
Behold, this symbol of purity.
Stand
Yeah,
to
it's just totally got vibes. So you just told me that. You just told me.
Treasure dragon, white tiger, less carbs, watch down!
It's not for another 12 days. Don't need to worry about that yet.
Rise to the challenge. Let the duel commence. Let thy work.
Right on
So
time.
you're always obsessing over what's to come. You'll never live in the moment. You'll never enjoy what's here now.
Oh, I get it.
Relax.
Now, I like to, I like to think about, what's next week. Like, it depends what you're doing, right? I'm thinking about saving, because you have to save sometimes for these gacha games. Thinking about who do I need to save for, it's good to, like,
Stand
But the thing is, right, the more you know, the more it spoils it for you. The more you're not going to be surprised. The more it's not going to be new and shiny when you see it together. And the more you spend thinking about what's 12 days from now, 3 months from now, 1.3, 1.4, like the less you're enjoying what's
Are you
here
excited
now.
for a chat?
You're always looking for the next thing. Yeah, but like it's 12 days from now. Of course I am. You know I love Genshin. You know I always love new content. But if I let myself get too excited, I'll just get impatient. So I just don't think about it. So it's not to get excited.
Relax.
It's like when I was a kid, right?
Right on time.
To the challenge.
So obviously all kids love Christmas, right? And I learned this very young. So like the first time I remember getting excited for Christmas, I was very, very young, and I would like get excited for Christmas like in November or whatever, and it just felt like Christmas took forever to come, and I just felt like a bit of a disappointment because like it was like, oh my god, for 2 months I've been obsessing over this, and then it's all over in one day. So I started the next year. I started like not trying to get too excited for it, and then I'd start getting excited in like the last week, a week before Christmas. And I found that the older that I get, that like if you get too excited for something, it'll just
Stand still.
Too early, it loses its appeal. You know, you just burn yourself out on anticipation and excitement, and then it feels like a bit of a disappointment because then it's got to live up to more and more hype. That's why games like No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk like failed. I think, well, they were unfinished as well, but the problem is I think these marketing companies are now learning if they let hype build up too much, it can't meet up to those expectations. And it's the same kind of thing, right? It's like getting excited for Christmas in January. You're going to be so burned out on Christmas by the time Christmas comes, but if you get excited a week before, you'll probably enjoy it. So it's the same with this stuff. I'm not too excited yet because it's too far away. 12 days, like 2 weeks almost. It's too far away.
Time to say bye. Boom.
But yeah, I'll look forward to the live stream in 2 weeks, and then it's still a few days after that as well.
Right on time. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards.
Yeah, just like LOL was exciting to play, then it became not as exciting to play anymore.
Stand still.
Yeah, exactly.
Severing mountains. Right on time. Right on time.
Well, and for me, Tower of Fantasy, I'd already played it on China, I'd already played the closed beta. By the time it came out on Global, it was my third time around playing it. So I didn't really enjoy it that much because I was just burnt out from it by then. Perfect example.
Right on time.
That's why I don't really look at leaks either. Like, leaks just ruin it. Leaks just spoil it. You spend all day looking at leaks, then by the time the content comes, it doesn't even feel new anymore. I didn't even know about. I'd seen, sometimes YouTube ruins it. Like, I'd seen some thumbnails about this March hunt, and I was curious because I was like, well, that's interesting. How is there another March? And I was sure she'd be a gacha character, but I didn't even look at it. I was like, oh, I'll check it out when I go in the game. And I didn't even know about this girl. I had no idea. Again, I might have seen like 1 or 2 thumbnails, but I have no idea who she was or what she does, and I didn't really care. But now that I've come in the game,
Right on time.
I came into the game kind of blind actually, and you know what? I think I've enjoyed it more for that because I found out, by logging in and looking at the characters, doing their trials, learning about this new march and everything. It's been a much better experience.
Right on time.
Yeah, I think it's better sometimes. I used to do that with films as well, right? So, you know how film trailers, I studied media, so I know a lot about this kind of stuff. So, because I was studying media, we had to watch films over and over and over and over again to like write an in-depth analysis on them and stuff like that, and it totally ruins them. As soon as you do that, it totally ruins them. And so I was a big movie fan years ago, well, many years ago now. And I was such a fan of movies. At the height of my fandom of movies, I would refuse to watch trailers. Because I remember watching trailers for Jim Carrey's The Mask, right? And all the best jokes were in the trailer. And when I actually watched the film, I was hyped to watch the film. The trailer got me hyped to watch the film. When I watched the film, I felt like, oh my god, all the best bits were in the trailer. And the jokes weren't funny because I knew they were coming. The trailer ruined the film. And I remember thinking that like this, I would have enjoyed this film so much more if I hadn't seen the trailer. So from that point forward, I actually refused to watch trailers. I was like, right, I'm not watching any more trailers. Like I'll read a very brief synopsis. I'll be like, okay, briefly, what the most briefest ever? What's it about? Oh, it's about a guy and a girl, whatever, go to Mars. Then I'll be like, all right, that sounds, I'll check that out. But as soon as anybody tells me that, I'm like, right, I don't want to know anymore, because it ruins it. And so I definitely enjoyed movies more if I went into them blind. And you sort of know within the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, if you're going to be enjoying it or not. So it's not like I don't think it really helps you decide whether you're going to enjoy it or not. So yeah, if you already know you like the game and you're going to keep playing it, like I think you really ruin it for yourself if you go too deep on trailers and hype and leaks and all that stuff. I watch the special programs because I enjoy the special programs anyway, just to sort of. But it's not to get hyped for the content necessarily. It's just to sort of give me an idea of what to expect. But yeah, I'll be honest, even the special programs do kind of ruin it a little bit, though. If I'm being honest, a little bit. But it is weird in a gacha game because you do have to have some level of like, okay, am I saving or pulling? Am I okay to waste my gems? Like Siege Run, right? I knew I wanted Siege Run, so I had to have some idea of when Siege Run was coming to know when I can start spending my gems. But outside of that, not so much. Yes, you lost. According to the rules of Knight's Duel, I should keep my promise and hand over the sword to you. We'll do it now, bitch.
I hope NTE and Project Muggin don't get ruined after they release.
But before I do that, I hope that you, as the winner,
well, like I say, that's up to
might
you.
Have the mercy and
it's
listen
up to you how much you don't have to engage with all that stuff. It's up to you whether you engage with it.
This sword has been cursed since the day it was forged. Place it in front of me, and let me destroy it.
Do what she says, Knight.
But
you've done so much for me already. It's time for me to face her alone.
Now Johnny draws forth an ancient sword, scarred from countless battles.
I'm weary of fighting.
And not time to read.
I just want to share my past with you. To explain why I wanted to escape. After that,
Darth's order.
I'll leave my destiny in your hands.
Luke,
are you afraid to witness my past, little girl?
I am your sword, father.
Afraid? Well, you do have a different aura from other cursed swords. But you're just trying to use my curiosity to lure me in.
Well, you know best that a single touch won't snatch away anyone's sanity.
Just be careful, Yunli. I think it's worth a shot.
Fine. Show me your past.
Talk to Guyun and learn why it fled. March 7th looking in a bad way though. Can we get some health for March? Where's the space arbor? Space thing, where is it? 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 Where the hell are they? There's one round there, how do I get to it?
That's a hefty battle.
Miles away. Okay, that's better. Much better. To be fair, neither of those first two characters there are even fully built yet. so we're doing alright.
It's already impossible to contact the main Cloud Knight forces.
Get hold of Sushang. She'll know. She'll
What
get you in
awaits me
touch.
will be a long and lonely war.
It'll be lonely, this warmest. Lonely
Is this
and warm.
your memory?
I don't know, I forgot. Oh, here he is flying all on his own.
It's so cold here. I didn't feel it when I was in the thick of battle, but now it's freezing me to the bone.
Put a jacket on. There's jackets all around you. Just take one of these. They don't need them anymore.
You're indeed a masterpiece from the Xianzhou Juming.
Are you
If
looking
you hadn't
forward
taken
to any
control
of
of
the
my
HSR
body,
characters coming in the
I
near
probably
future?
would have been decapitated in that fight.
Right, I'm not answering any more questions about
Quiet.
the future.
And stay alert. Boris and Wolf
I told
Troopers
you.
never give up the hunt.
I'm living in the present. You're living too much in the future. I cannot let you
Hey,
ruin yourself this way.
Just relax a bit. It's been over 300 days since we were both stranded
There's
on
only
this
a
planet.
fire healer.
The transmitter
and that's
never rings.
the only
So I
one
guess
that
we
looks
can't count
interesting.
on
But
that
I don't
anymore.
really care because I got too many healers as it is.
People on this
But
planet
she's
still
hot,
use beasts
so
to pull their
I might as well.
carts.
Probably because she's a
Obviously,
fire
there's
healer.
no way they can help us fix the star skiff. Looks like we're stranded on this
No more
forsaken
questions about the
planet for
future.
the rest of our lives.
Ask about the presents.
The rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly
Maybe the
long.
past.
Are you feeling any
No more
desperation?
future questions.
All by
Put it
yourself
there.
in this hostile world?
Yeah,
Wishing your life away.
perhaps.
When things get too rough for you to handle, just leave everything to me. No need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Yeah, sure. If I really can't handle things anymore, I'll leave my body to you.
Kingy?
But now is not that time.
Do you really think you can oppose an entire Borisan army with your limited skills? What are you holding out for?
It's true that I'm stranded here, but it seems like that Boris.
So this is like the Lord of the Rings, isn't it? This is like the Gollum in the Ring.
Do you know what a seed is? A seed may seem insignificant,
turning
but
Gollum.
with careful cultivation and time, it can grow into a huge, unwavering tree. You said that the rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. You're right. That's why I intend to plant a seed named Resistance here, and nurture it for the rest of my life.
Every
I
seed
want to
becomes
show
a
the
tree.
people of this land how to defend themselves against those monsters. I can already see the seed in the eyes of those people.
You really think you can do it? Why not just give me control, and we can revel in the bloodbath together?
Because you're a sword.
What was the memory I just saw?
It was a memory of me and a Cloud Knight, stranded on an unfamiliar planet.
Looks like this
We
planet.
crash-landed on a planet occupied by Borisan.
It was here, wasn't it?
Just two of us.
Unknown planet, what are you talking about?
I can feel that it was a lonely war.
Well, you don't have many. You don't have many wars with like lots of dates and
I'm going
friends
to leave
and
before it
family,
gets
do
too
you?
late over here, so I'll see
Lovely.
you next time, Cappy, and you will have to see if Alex comes to today's stream, so signing out at around 11:09 p.m. Bye.
Oh, catch you later. Yeah, imagine that. Where do you want to go on our first date? Well, I was thinking the front lines, you know. Battle of Hastings. Go for a bit of Normandy. Beaches of Normandy. Well, we'd get a grab a bite to eat. And then we can, you know, stroll on by the Battle of Hastings.
But all the young people in the village.
They died. They died for you. They died because of your big promises. Promising them a life free from the Borisan. I tasted their despair before death. They didn't see it coming. And neither will you.
This is grumpy,
I
so
can't stay here. Let's move on to the next village.
He's a grumpy son.
Why? What's the point? You and
Son
your
of a
sorry
sword.
excuse for an army have been fighting for over
Son
3
of a
decades,
bitch.
and you haven't won a single battle. What you're sowing is not resistance, but despair. This world is hopeless. It's completely infested with packs of Borisin. You've seen their numbers, and you know their methods. And those commoners you've put your hopes in, they just kneel down and worship the monsters devouring their children and families, calling them their beastmasters.
Beastmasters?
You beheaded one of the beastmasters for their sake. But they turned on you because they were scared of the Borisin taking revenge. You remember all that, right?
Shut up, sword,
I do.
GPT. Your name real?
I remember my first death.
Maybe she's got a
Borisin
maybe she's got a large language
cut off
model.
my head. But I also
just an
remember that if
LLM
it
sword,
weren't for
don't
a
worry
brave
about it.
youngster who risked his neck to reattach my head and give me a proper burial, I would have disappeared completely. I remember everything the people did for me. They left food at the entrance of my cave, fixed my fur coat, and some even joined my resistance. The rest of the Xianzhou native's life is still terribly long, and there will be new youngsters who will stand beside me in battle. Time is on our side.
Time waits for no sword.
You said it was a lonely war. No. It wasn't a war filled with loneliness, but with despair. So much despair that I don't want to ever taste it again.
I wouldn't worry about that, you got no tongue. You need a tongue implant before you can taste the next one, mate.
I'm leaving.
Where are you going, Your Highness?
I'm
He's blue as in
returning
need of a die.
to my homeland. A distant place beyond the sky. I'm not coming back.
But what should we do with you gone? What if those wolf demons show up again?
This game's
They
racist.
won't,
The characters
my
are too
child.
blue. Where's the
You've wiped out
what we've got against
the
red
last of them.
characters?
But before I go, I need you to do one
Where's my
thing
purple
for
boys
me.
at?
Even though the wolf demons are gone, new monsters will appear in this world. Soon, a demon will appear, donning golden branches and knowing only bloodshed. However, fear not, my children. I'm entrusting you with this sword that's been with me in countless battles. Use the skills I've taught you over the years, and you'll surely defeat that last demon. But that's not all. I need you to construct a stone monument for me. It must be large and sturdy enough to seal the remains of that demon forever. This is a debt you owe me, and you must fulfill it. Do you understand?
You lied to them. And you lied to me, too.
Wait, this is the guys from the Stone Forest, isn't it?
You promised that you'd give your body to me
Goon Stone
when you
Forest.
couldn't handle things anymore.
Is that his
Well,
backyard?
this Xianzhou native's life has finally come to an end, my old friend.
I just noticed that.
How about one last chance for revenge? Come and bid me farewell for the final time.
He had long since come to some understanding. I could sense a mix of intricate emotions flowing out. It wasn't bloodlust, or anger, or fear. What he had left for you was hope.
They've learned how to fight monsters. But there's still one last monster lingering in the world. Kill it, my old friend. He left me there without ever looking back.
One last monster. Do you know what?
Thank you, my old friend.
With two of him?
Heliobi can taste human emotions. How do my emotions taste? My old friend.
A hint of bitter compassion and a touch of scalding courage. Your heart's deepest desire is to end war once and for all. Now, the war is finally over. Can you hear? Even though you can't hear me anymore, my old friend, I'll do everything I can to bring an end to all conflicts in this world.
So, this is the past of the Kalevalan people's Sword of Heroes? You helped the people of that world bring an end to war?
No, I did not. I am a weapon, and I only became the cause of more conflicts. Countless monarchs of Kalevala saw me as a symbol of kingship endowed by nature, and they waged wars in order to possess me. I grew tired of their wicked intentions. I didn't want to kill for anyone anymore. So I returned to the stone monument where my master was buried. And since then, no one was able to remove me from it.
But you allowed Argenti to take you away?
Because even after all this time, I still wanted my master to come home.
Live through a memory long forgotten on another planet.
During the sword gifting ceremony, I felt anguish when I learned that I would be handed over to the most skilled swordmaster and once again become a tool for killing. My master had engraved his deepest desire into my blade. End war. As a weapon, my purpose was predetermined from the start. I had to become a deadly sword that would relentlessly hack and kill. But once I fulfilled my mission, would I have the right to choose my own destiny like he did? So, I asked the Knight of Beauty to help me break free from this never-ending cycle of bloodshed.
These thousands of years have naturally turned into memories of mine. I think I understand the beauty the knight was talking about now.
The beauty.
I don't want to be a sword that brings death. My war ended long ago. The years spent as a tombstone were my finest.
What a depressing quest.
I've told you everything about my experience with Master Guyon on Kalevala. And now, I'm sure that Miss Yunli is as moved by the sword's flawless beauty as I was back then.
Even though I had heard the legends of this sword from the delegation, delving into its memories was still fascinating. Yunli, I trust Guyon's experiences have changed your mind.
I had no idea that this sword had such a past. General Hu Yuan said the sword would change you.
It wasn't until I held Guyon in my hands that I could sense its thoughts and unspoken words.
Oh, I did plenty of speaking.
I always thought a cursed sword infused with a heliobus would only bring rage and slaughter. I never thought someone could leave behind the desire to end war, and even change the nature of the cursed sword. My position was too extreme. Guyon is truly a sword of heroes. I apologize to all of you for my behavior. I'm sorry.
Now that we've proven Miss Yunli's innocence and found the sword, should we now return it to the arsenal?
No. I'm still going to melt down this sword.
No? Oh, Yunli. Oh, Yunli.
I've heard your true desires, Guyon. I can sense that you're tired of being a sword. Constantly serving new masters and fighting battles you no longer want to be part of. Right?
But being a sword is my destiny. I'm doomed to serve some master and fight battles endlessly. Can the wind choose to stop blowing? Can a cloud choose to stop drifting? No. It's the same for me. A creation with a predetermined destiny.
That's not true, Guyon. That nameless swordmaster shaped his own destiny. So you can too.
I just can't picture my destiny being anything other than that of a sword.
Do you remember when you stood alone in front of the swordmaster's stone monument? People admired you because you carried the memories of the hero. You are no longer a sword. You were a memorial.
Later, as I became worn and weathered, the gentle wind would pass through the hollows of my body, creating melodic tones that echoed in the distant mountains. I became a musical instrument then. I miss those times.
Can a creation become what it wants
So
to be?
you can just stand there all day and do nothing? It's a bit like
The
what I
answer
do.
is yes. I'll grant your wish, Guyon, and transform you into something different.
Something different?
But this is the price for the war dance. If the Kalevalan delegation finds out... Please, say something, General Huayan.
Shut up, you bitch.
Well, my granddaughter has always been stubborn.
Just a bit.
Are you really sure about this, Yunli?
What do you all think?
If that's what you want, I'm on board. You might as well ask Guyon's opinion. I think... Go ahead.
Fulfilling Master Guyon's wishes is the reason I came to the
There's only fucking
Xianzhou.
Captain Karen there at the back who's
With
got a
Madrilla's
problem with that.
blessing, you could turn Master Guyon into a plow. But as long as it fulfills his wish to end war, I support it fully.
Then,
Yeah, I realise he's out
I'll
of it
leave
now.
it to you, Yunli.
He's backpedaling now. He's like, ah, fuck. Everyone else has gone the other way.
It's been an honor getting to know you like this.
The honor is mine. Thank you, Yunli.
Throw him in the fire. I thought she was gonna make a. I thought she was at least gonna make a monument
What
out
a
of him.
long face, my child. Are you feeling regret, perhaps? You were completely determined when melting down the sword. So, why the sudden change of heart?
Grandpa, I melted down the prize for the war dance. How are you going to explain this to the Lawfu?
Oh? Am I hearing right? This little girl is worried about her grandpa. Didn't see that coming.
If only I'd talked to you from the beginning, Grandpa. Maybe things wouldn't have escalated like this. But at least Guyan got what it wanted. I have no regrets there.
When it comes to swords, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. So, are you planning to continue melting down the rest of Hongguang's swords?
Yeah. Guyan is unique. But the other cursed swords are still too dangerous for anyone to handle. But maybe I'll try to be more patient next time.
Be more patient. Well said. Remember what you learned today, because there will be many more situations in the future that will require you to be more patient.
Understood. But what about the prize?
Well, ever since you showed up at the ceremony, I had a hunch. So I prepared another sword as a backup plan.
So all
and
this
don't worry,
time he had a second
this
one.
has nothing to do with Heliobi.
And all this guilt tripping.
perfect.
No, we need to kick him in the balls.
By the way, the ambassador from
After all the
Kalevala
guilt
and
he
that knight
puts through.
to Arum Alley. They're looking for a spot to honor the hero. Why don't we go take a look together?
No, this is some bullshit, this. The whole time he's like, oh no, what will we do? Oh, the prize. Oh no, the prize. Oh no. My granddaughter's going to ruin everything. Oh no, it's pure hell. Oh no. All this the whole time he had a fucking spare one in the back. No, we need to kick him in the balls. If he's got any balls. I don't think he's got any balls left at that age. Oh, he's... I'm not going to think about that old man's balls. Alright, I need to stop talking. Alright. Go to Arum Alley and commemorate the commemorable. Commemorable, I like that. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now.
Oh, General Huayan. What brings you here?
And could someone get this girl some
Granddaughter
shoes?
was inspired by the heroic legends told by the Mieka
She melted
Kibesa.
down her shoes as well.
So she dragged me here to take a look.
What's this golden sapling? Why did you choose this place?
I come from a long line of Kalevalan monument keepers. For generations, my family has guarded the stone monument left behind by the nameless hero. Over the centuries, a golden tree sprouted from under the monument, and its branches have never withered. We Kalevalans see it as proof of the hero's existence. Before leaving Kalevala, I took a branch from that golden tree, hoping to plant it here to represent the hero returning to his homeland.
That sounds good. We Xianzhou people don't make coffins or set up memorials, so I'm sure he would be happy to rest here where life is bustling.
The hero had asked our ancestors to carve something into the monument, so I made a copy of it too. While the inscription is pretty worn with age, perhaps you can still make out some of it.
I have drifted far from my homeland and am on the brink of death. Yet, I take solace in having honorably fulfilled my duties. Should you feel compassion for me, kind traveler, please take a handful of soil hence and bring it back to the Lawfu.
What do I look like? A fucking compass,
Mr.
compass
Pavo,
delivery service.
I wonder if that hero ever left a name in your history.
I apologize, but the hero's epic battles happened long ago, and he did not leave any name for us to call him. But in our mythology, he came from the heavens, and so we call him the Cloud Knight.
Well, that's original.
Welcome home, Cloud Knight.
Now, you can also rest here, Guyan.
Comprito. Comprito. Right. Right.
I'm feeling a bit emotional. I'd like to stay here for a while. Thank you for your guidance. I'm truly grateful. By any chance, would you be interested in taking sword lessons with me? Like March?
Maybe not. I have my baseball bat. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't think I can endure the hardship. Let's go with the baseball bat option.
Why does everyone call me a profiteer?
Because you're
Isn't everyone trying to make a profit?
Well, that's kind of the nature of business, is it not? Where do I get these? Inventory arrangement of the Aurum Alley Dock. Oh, hell no. Oh no. So you're telling me this old stinky event, where is that? No, I actually quite like the Aurum Alley event. I didn't know I was missing anything useful from not doing the final.
Toys! Doorbells! Mirror!
Alright, count down, love. I'm the first customer she's had in 3 years, I think. Toys! Doorbells! She's... No, he always gives me poison tea.
Dragon Spring Brew.
He's nothing more than a glorified drugs salesman, drug dealer.
What are you waiting for?
I already checked hers. You call yourself a pharmacy and you don't have any drugs or any recipes. Where is it?
There aren't many gormandizers like me.
It's up there. I think it's this one.
Old alleyways always hide many stories. And this one, I heard big changes are happening.
Right,
but it's
inventory arrangement.
difficult
This is what I've got to do.
Would you mind taking a look?
Would you mind shutting up? So I need... How much profit do I need though? Can I just do it randomly? Or... Well, I want that. I was going to say, well, I'll go there, won't I? Oh yeah, you can double click it as well. I should have put the rugs down first, shouldn't I? Right, so I get 6,400 profit for that. Oh, it says here what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I didn't see that. Ah, bollocks. Unload. Yeah. Alright, I see. I didn't see that. So I was close, actually. The only thing I got wrong, which I didn't even realize I was... Oh, I only need 2 of those. I need 6 of those. So how the fuck am I supposed to get more of that? Oh, hang on. Where the hell am I supposed to get more of those? It's just the same, isn't it? Hints. What am I even looking at? Do I really care about these recipes though? Kinda. Let's put that there so we can see it. So it looks like there's single cubes, blue rugs, single cubes, blue rugs, but it's like horizontal and then vertical. So it's all single cubes. Rugs. Single cubes. Okay. Didn't I just do that one? Basically just did that. Okay, that was weird. It gave me the same one twice in a row. 4 of these. One of those. That won't go on there. I genuinely, I don't know why you wouldn't just stack those on top of each other. Seems like you'd be able to. 'Cause, 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 Are you meant to get? I'll go on there. No. I'll go on there though. There's got to be a way to do this. Hint. Man, I suck at this. I don't really need that because I can just press it whenever I need to, I guess. Let's put it there so I can click it off the. Right, let's see it again. Cabinets going around, table in the middle. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Where even is that reg? Oh yeah, there they are. I bet it's another one of those, isn't it? Oh, these need to go on the rugs, I think. Six of these. How? Just show me. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Well, there has to be. Wait, does there have to be rugs down there? Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't know. That's bullshit. So you put the 6. Okay, I think I get it. So you start by putting the 6 vertically that way. I'll have to check. Are you fucking kidding me? This is too much clicking. You know I can't fucking put it there, so why are you trying to make me? And then you can get 2 of them on there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bullshit. How many more of these do I have to do? Yeah, I did this one already. These basically go vertical. So we do vertical, vertical. I'll piss off. Vertical. 3 of them. I think I'll admit it's the last one. Just don't get pissed off with this. 10. Well, I can't go round then. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we have to start with that. Oh, this is so annoying. How the fuck are you supposed to get 5 of those though? I hate this so much. Show me again. I didn't even fucking know you could do that. Put them at the front. And then these go like that, and then I can put more of them like that, and then what else do I need? Tables. What a crock of shit. Close, I'm done with this. This is too much. How is this not complete yet? I mean, I got most of them. Jesus, prosperity level 20. When do I get the prosperity 20? Seriously, how many do you need me to do? It's kind of ridiculous. I looked at everything else. Oh my god, I just don't know how many I'm supposed to do. It just goes on forever. It seems to just go on forever. I did these custom orders. I cleared all of these. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed this event, but this oh my god, that last inventory management thing just fucking goes on forever. It never ends. Wait, where was that dude?
Let me be clear. We only have...
Okay. Okay, the one recipe she had is sold out. Right, where was that dude?
The buns are huge. Just a few.
Right, what's fucking miles? Oh, I remember going past the guy with the tea. He must be up here, I think. It was not that one. It was a guy, and he was like a fucking commission merchant-y dude. What was his name? I don't know. It was one of the shop icons. It's probably him. I think it's him, smuggler.
Hey, you. I've got all sorts of exotic treasures for sale. Want to take a look?
Please don't ever talk to a little girl like that ever again. Hey, you. Fucking terrifying. Okay, I got a shit ton of money now though, so can I get all these or what? To be fair, I got a fuck ton of money now. Yeah, I can get it. I can basically buy them out. And I got an achievement. 2. And we got new recipes, which is what we came for. Okay, and I need to get some more thingy, don't I? What's a lowest thing? 12, 9, 7, 8. March needs some work as well. 12, 9, 7, 8. March has still got a 6 to be fair. But didn't we say these boots were shit? They're actually not bad. Fuck it, until it lands on effect hit rate, that is. Oh my god. Well, I think 9 was pretty much the lowest of the low anyway. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we need to go farm more. Oh my god, it never ends. The gear just never ends. It feels like it never ends. Okay. Fuck my life. Yeah, this gets a bit fucking grim, to be honest. Shit. I didn't fucking mean to click that one, alright, fuck you. This is the one I need. But we need Firefly in here.
I want to try not following this.
I mean, we could probably do it without Firefly, to be fair, but we probably could have done it without. But given that there's no physical weakness anyway, what's the point, right?
Nice job! Attack! Yeah! Until everything burns to ashes!
I'm so tired. I think I slept very well last night. Alright, I'm gonna farm this last thing and then I'm gonna call it a day.
Time to say
So
bye.
exhausted.
Boom. Relax.
Did Pika remove? I thought Pika removed beta from his username, but he still has beta on YouTube. I think maybe it was only on YouTube. I still think that's kind of weird.
It's joke time. What's black and white?
So on Twitch he's short time Pika. Short time Pika. What's short time Pika? 778. It's just so weird. Short time Pika 787 beta on YouTube. What kind of a username is that? So what am I then? Long time player, long time cappy. That sounds like I'm a fucking Vietnamese prostitute. Love you long time, $15. Fucking long time fucking cappy, yeah. Are you kidding me? Could you make a worse piece? Is there any chance of getting any offensive stat on that at all? On an attack set as well, it's not like it's good for a fucking healer or anything. What an absolute joke. Good God. Just fucking wow, game. Just goddamn wow. What a fucking piss take. What an absolute piss take this game is. Yeah, long time copium or something. Sounds like I'm fucking selling my fucking coochie for $15 on Vietnamese fucking street corners. Maybe I fucking will be one of, like, if things don't fucking start looking up soon. Right, what am I doing? I'm so tired. I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah. This is where we'll end it for today, I think. I do still need to do fucking Woa Daily, Zenless, potentially Snowbreak. There's nothing really doing Snowbreak right now, and I'm not even doing the Paradox. I can't be asked. But I'll probably just like really take my time with them off stream. I might even have a nap. I'm so fucking tired. Let's do this imaginary one actually. Effect hit rate, seriously? Maybe effect hit rate does actually work on March though, considering she's got some imaginary. Effect hit rate might not be as bad as I think it is on her actually. Where's that? Yeah, there's that absolute garbage piece. Outgoing healing. Yeah, we can get it up to 7. Imaginary damage 21.4%. I mean, it should be an improvement. Bit by bit though, innit? When they don't fucking give you any maths. I mean, that just cost me. That's kind of shit though, isn't it? Because that's literally 60 energy. That just cost me 60 fucking energy just to get a couple of dog shit pieces. A few pieces of fodder that barely fucking levels anything. It's just so trash. And that's like 60 energy. God. It's so bad. Right, I'm falling asleep, so I'm going to end it there. And I'll be back on with the weekly resets. God. It'll be the weekly resets for everything tomorrow, so maybe some stuff to do. Alright, adios. Bye.